Well, hello everyone. This is Saul Maraney from Johannesburg, South Africa, and today I am talking to you from Cape Town, South Africa. I'm on vacation at the moment, and yesterday being the first day of 2015, I'm all pumped up and ready to get going again and help you guys, and it's been so far such a great start to the year because, as we know, internet marketing is dynamic and it's exciting, and when you see guys like Vicky Barrett and Celia putting out great products, it's exciting. So I've already had the opportunity to promote and go through the product, and I tested it out this morning. It's a fantastic product. So Mark, thank you so much for speaking to me all the way from the other side of the world, and yeah, so great to see you today.
No worries at all, Saul. Thanks for having me on, mate. Yeah, it's an interesting product. One of those things it's fairly simple, yet delivers some really awesome results. When you put it to use.
Wonderful. Let's come to the product in a moment, but I'm intrigued with you and your story and your wife and your kids, and I can see that you're a great dad because you're always including a picture of your kids in everything that you do. How did you come into internet marketing, and what is it about this line of so-called work that you love so much?
Well, I can't exactly remember when I first come online searching how to make money, mate. But around the time I was in a small country town, and there wasn't much work about, and this was before the kids and that, and I just needed to make some money. So somehow I must have ventured online and got onto the Warrior Forum, like most people do, and spent quite an amount of money testing various things out, all the different stuff that everybody goes through. And then, we decided at one point that launching products was the way to go for us. We're seeing some success with list building and product creation, and it actually took me about 12 months before, I knew for 12 months that I had to launch a product before I actually did it because I was that terrified of doing it. And, after that, we've just sort of gone flat out after that. But this business, mate, I love it to death, actually. I love it so much. I was just saying to my wife actually a minute ago, being able to help people and people sending thank you emails and that type of thing. Also, our lifestyle, being able to work from wherever you like in the world, it's just awesome.
It is awesome. It is awesome. But you guys have done so well, and you've taken action. And why were you scared? If you look back now, into those days when you were scared, why do you think that you were scared, and why are people, in your opinion, so stuck in the buyer's mindset and really can't find it difficult to transcend it into the seller's mindset where me and you now are holding?
Yeah, mate. I actually I talk about this with my students as well a lot. You're not running a business while you're being a customer. You're just buying products instead of running a business, and a lot of people confuse the two. For me, I think for me it was the usual. Are people going to like it? Am I going to get hammered for putting this stuff out? Are they going to absolutely hate it? Am I going to have 100% refund rates? That type of thing. And I think a lot of people are the same. They're terrified of putting something out there. A lot of people know plenty enough information. They know way more than other people do, and they could put this into products, but they're just too worried about doing it or think that it's so much work. This product that we're looking at probably total took us 3 or 4 hours to put together. So once people change their mindset and get into the product creation mode, like me and you are now, your perspective changes and things become a hell of a lot easier.
It does. It does. Look, I do a lot of athletics and a lot of running, and I'm quite into my sports surfing and my running, and it's at least 85% mindset in sports, and especially the running that I do. And I think, as you'll agree, it's the same with internet marketing, if not more, because there is so much noise, and there's a lot of people's lists that you can get on, and it's important to be getting information and to be looking around, but at the same time, it's mindset, because from today and yesterday, you've seen a lot of sales and you've tasted success. For me, like with my latest products, it's close to 1,500 sales, and for about 10 days, the payments haven't stopped, but to get to that stage wasn't actual hard work, because also my product didn't take more than 2 hours to put together, but it's a mindset, and it's finding something that you know that will work, and actually packaging and putting it out there, and the rewards are there. But I think that anyone that's watching this review can just get the benefits to see that, Mark, you're a normal guy, Saul, a normal guy in South Africa. We normal guys. We put out together products. We put out products, and we believe in ourselves, and the rewards are unbelievable. But I think sometimes people think also they're going to become like a millionaire on one product that they come out, and that's also unrealistic. So for you and Vicky, and you got your kids, how do you sort of structure your time in your day, and how do you find that strength to get up every day and do this sort of work?
I'm fairly lucky. Tori gives me a fairly good kick in the butt when I need it. She's sort of my anchor, when it comes to that. It is one of those things we have struggled with. You don't have a boss over your head, so you're not entirely sure every day what to get up and do. So we've found writing stuff down a lot, scheduling stuff, whiteboards, all that type of thing, and setting a plan a week in advance so I know what I have to get up and do every week, that type of thing, or every day, just planning yourself out and just taking the initiative and saying, right, this has to happen, because if you're your own boss, you're self-employed, you need to kick your own butt into gear,
Exactly, but it's worth it, and you guys are putting out amazing work, and you got a WSO of the day last year, and you've got this new unbelievable product. Let's talk about this 30 minutes money machine 2.0. Let's go into that. You've gone into ranking a video into Google just in incredible time, and I've tested it out myself. In 3 short videos, you basically go into showing us and showing people YouTube and features within YouTube that people would otherwise have no idea how to use. It's almost like, when my girlfriend sees me on Facebook, she still thinks in her head that I'm messing around on Facebook, but I do work on Facebook. Like, I talk to people like you, we become friends, I speak to other affiliates. So let's talk about the 30-minute money machine, and when you reveal beyond the veil there in YouTube, how do these videos rank so well, and can we talk about when people invest in the product, what are they going to learn?
All right, so basically, guys, like Saul said, we've got 3 videos in there, okay? The product's called 30-Minute Money Machines 2.0. It's majorly based around Google rankings, okay? Majorly fast Google rankings, and then there's several different ways that you can use that to create your money machines. So, we're showing a new way. Did you want me to reveal it, Saul, or not?
Yeah, I mean, let's just give it a reveal, basically, of what's one able to achieve through your process, and then we'll go into 1 or 2 specifics. But am I correct in saying it's using features within YouTube to quickly rank to #1 on Google, and the sort of style of videos that you're doing to create money?
Right. Okay. So yeah, we're using a new feature on YouTube. Okay, we're using a new exciting feature that we're seeing amazing rankings with. Like we're seeing rankings, 30 seconds, 2 minutes, literally before we ever create a video. It works really, really fast. Google and YouTube are really giving good preference to this model at the moment. I'm not entirely sure why, probably just because they own it and they decided this is what we like. Who knows with Google? But, yeah, the rankings we're seeing are amazing. When we first did it, I couldn't believe it. I put one up, jumped over, checked it out, 30 seconds, it was live before we even created the video. So, and inside of the product, you're going to see us actually live over our shoulder. We share our screen, and you'll see exactly how we do it, and you'll see one ranked there in 2 minutes flat.
Exactly. So, wow. I mean, look, as you say, no one knows about the mighty Google. We don't, and I think generally in life, even with your wife or my girlfriend, we can't read their minds, so we certainly can't read Google's minds. But one thing we know for sure is that you've got your 2 kids, I've got 3 little kids, and obviously our children are the most important thing to us in life, and your children, you would give more preference over anyone else's children. That's obviously a fact. That's a natural thing in life. So Google owned YouTube, and YouTube is a child of Google, and Google loves their children, of course. So I think that's a good reason why. Google also thrives on new information and fresh information and relevant information. So that is what you're giving. So you're tapping into the big boss's kids and with new relevant information. So it's really makes sense that this does work. And I think the most important point that I saw is that you can actually, unbelievably, you show people how to rank there in #1 in Google before you even create your video. Look, Mark, a lot of people have sometimes a fear, even it's with my product that comes out in my community. Do people have to be on screen when they use your format of ranking?
No, they don't. There's 2 different ways to do it. You can be on screen, basically just talk straight to your camera, or you can add in a pre-recorded video with one of the settings they've got in there. You just click the setting, and you can just plug in a video that you've recorded earlier, and then it will, work in with the system that way. So no, you don't have to be on camera straight away.
Great, that's a good point to show out. I think a lot of people have got almost to a degree a bit of stage fright, and it's almost like you were saying you're a bit scared. But I personally, what I like and what I see in all of your videos, and I've been purchasing your products, and for people that buy my stuff, is that it's also important to have a know, like, and trust factor in this business that we are doing, because people will buy from you when they know, like, and trust you. And Mark, you're not a model, I'm not a model, we're normal guys, but when people see our voice, and for me, I love the Australian accent. I know that there are people that love the South African accent, and I like the American accent, etc., etc. Is that people just want to see that you're real. And I think from your strategy, that what you show is that it actually brings those affiliate links to life, because instead of just throwing up an affiliate link, you actually do it through a video. I think if one can at least share your voice minimum or your face, you're adding a big difference. And yeah, I mean, what I also like about your product is that, again, it's in YouTube, guys. This feature is already there. What Mark is just showing in under 20 minutes of video is how to go into it and use it, and after 2 or 3 little practices, it's really very simple. It's just actually a few steps, but he shows you over his shoulder exactly how to do it, and his wife comes in and also appears in one of the videos. So that's very, very simple. And congratulations, Mark. As I say, I think that this product is going to help a lot of people. And it's just repeating what I'm saying, but I think it is an important point, is that, like, a lot of people, they use Facebook just for nonsense. Not that it's nonsense to stalk, to, like, check out women and to see your friends' holiday pictures. That's all great, but we, like myself and you, we use Facebook because, to a huge degree, for business. You contacted me, I checked your product, we chat a lot through the feature, and we support each other in different marketing activities. Even on your leaderboard, it's wonderful because you can post it and people can see it and give you further support. And it's the same thing with YouTube, guys. YouTube is just the most amazing machine in the world. Like, I was looking at some Simpsons with my kids, and I don't usually do that. Now when I go back in, they like suggesting the Simpsons, etc. So they're very clever, YouTube and Google. So why not use it to set up some money-making machines, as Mark says? And what he's going to be able to show in this product is basically how to make a ClickBank product. It could be a Warrafora product. It could be something like a CPA product. And as Mark says, is that, start this and you do the work, you're going to be successful. And for me, what I've seen is that, Mark, what I see is that you and your wife, you've taken action, and you continue to take action, and that's why you are able to reap the rewards and reap the success. And I'm sure you'll agree is that it's almost like a Olympic champion, an Olympic gold medalist, that person is starting to train for that gold medal 4 years in advance. That's really the way that, and they probably trained on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. And if you want to get to that level, it does take consistent work. And if you're able to be consistent and put in the work, you are going to start seeing benefits and make money. Would you agree with that, Mark?
Oh, mate, exactly. Money's not gonna, or money and income is not gonna just come to you and say, hey, I'd like you to have me. Any WSO, any product that you buy, like with me, Saul, it doesn't matter. Whoever delivers you a product, it's only as good as what you do with it. It doesn't really matter if I give you a way to make $1,000 tomorrow. If you don't actually do it, you're not going to make that money. It's as simple as that. You've got to get in, take action, work your butt off. There's no such thing as overnight millionaires. It's going to take some hard work, but get in and you'll reap the rewards when you take action.
Oh, completely. So look, guys, this is Saul Maraney from Johannesburg, and I am speaking to Mark Barrett. And Mark, as I said, he's come out with a new product. It's sitting under $10 at the moment. You can pick it up. There are 3 videos. It will literally take you 25 minutes maximum for purchase to having your own cash machine up. And what the cash machine are these videos that you do on a consistent basis. If you had to do 2 a day or 1 a day, after 60 days, after 90 days, it's going to be just an amazing cash resource, and they're going to start being scattered around the search engines, and you're going to really enjoy it. So, we still are on the 2nd of January. It's 2015. In our particular industry on the internet, and internet marketing has never looked better. In many fields, people are nervous about their jobs. They're nervous to go back to work next week, and there are many industries that have totally uncertain. There's one thing for sure, is that the internet is only expanding, and we're seeing just a wonderful future if you're willing to purchase in the correct products and take action. So Mark's product, if you have not purchased it already, this comes with my highest guarantee. You can hold me personally accountable that I've recommended this, because I don't recommend products that I haven't checked out, and I do my best to speak to a product creator like Mark, and Mark has really done it, and the earnings are there. So Mark, congratulations, and I really wish you and your wife all the best of luck for this year. It's just great to see you taking action. I think it was quite gutsy to come out on the first of the year with this, but again, people like myself and other affiliates, we're looking always for great products to promote, and yours was stuck out there. You had contacted me, I had reviewed it, and just thank you for the opportunity. And as I say, I really wish you and your wife the best of luck in the future. And as you said in the intro of your video, is that anyone that invested in this product, they're supporting you and your wife and your kids, and that's what it's all about. Same thing for me. I've got 3 kids. I do this as a business. It's not a hobby. And when we are able to put out work that helps people, it's such a wonderful feeling for people to just to benefit from it and to get the feedback. But guys, the most important thing is to purchase this, and once you purchase it, is to use it. Because so many people get a thrill and a rush of purchasing these products, but don't even implement them. And if it takes you half an hour, I can't imagine any better thing that you could do for half an hour than to learn a new skill and start incorporating it into your life. So Mark, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I know it's quite late in Australia. I'd like to just leave you with one question. I like to always ask this question because my people that watch advice on the 2nd of January 2015, you could give to anyone that is either starting out in internet marketing or restarting because they really haven't seen success and maybe have told them that it's time to stop this nonsense. What is your advice for that person today?
Several pieces of advice, mate. Take action. That's the first thing. But before you take action, find a plan that works. Okay, there's plenty of solid plans out there. You need to build a business for a long term. It needs to be a long-term business plan and something that works. Don't jump on fly-by-night type of stuff. There's basic principles that work. Affiliate marketing, email marketing, product creation. Those are big principles, okay? So get in on one of them. Pick one that you want to do for the rest of your life, what you want to spend your days doing, and then go after it. Purchase products that relate to that, invest in your knowledge, and take action, and just make it happen, because it's not hard, guys. If I can do it, Saul can do it, you guys can do it too.
Exactly, exactly. So guys, I've been speaking to Mark Barrett. I think I saw Vicky pop up there in the side, but I'm not sure. And this is Saul Maraney from Johannesburg, South Africa. I wish you guys all the best of luck in your future. Mark's product is tremendous. I would just encourage you. You'll see there'll be a link to the right. There'll be a link below. Purchase it, pick it up, and take action on this. It's very, very, very exciting new stuff that Mark's shared today. This literally is the cutting edge of Google and YouTube, and it's just awesome, awesome, awesome information. And Mark's broken it down. It's no fluff. It's 3 short videos. You don't need to read a novel this afternoon, and it's going to definitely benefit you. Mark, thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and I'm going to be monitoring your success, and we'll speak again soon.
No worries at all. Thanks for having me, mate.
You're welcome.